Want to be sure you're getting the most out of your retirement for all the years of your retirement? That's the primary goal of More Living with Jim Brogan and our Dollars and Cents segment, where we provide you with an important financial tip that will help positively impact the quality of your life in retirement. And now here's Jim with this week's Dollars and Cents tip.
How long should you be keeping your financial documents, and when should you discard them? Let's kind of walk through the list here. A lot of people ask these questions. First, your estate planning documents. Of course, you don't discard those. You keep those as long as you need to. However, we don't forget about them. So now this would be your will, your powers of attorney. If you have an advance health care directive or a living will, of course, if you have a trust, and your health care proxy, those kinds of things. Store them in a safe deposit box, I think, or a fireproof safe at home is the best bet. But don't put them there and forget it. They should be reviewed about every 5 years as a good rule of thumb. Some attorneys would say even more often, but at a minimum every 5 years. Or if you have a major life event, that would be a marriage, a divorce, a birth, or a death, anywhere up or down in your family tree. I'm not so much concerned about sideways, but up or down in your family tree. Now, also, make sure that if you update your documents, destroy the old documents. So if you update your will or your power of attorney, destroy the old ones. That's one of the most surefire ways to create massive confusion. And make sure the executor of your will or the person that holds your power of attorney knows the location of your safe deposit box key or your code at home. If it's a fireproof box, make sure they have that. Now, tax returns, you want to keep them for about 7 years is a good rule of thumb. And anything tied to your tax returns, so certainly your charitable contributions, 7 years written receipts. Stock certificates, I don't recommend in this day and age that you even keep physical stock certificates, not even in a fireproof box or safe deposit box. I recommend you keep them at a broker-dealer firm. Even if it's a no-load broker-dealer firm, let them have custody of them. That way you don't have the risk of them being stolen and some of those other kinds of things. Canceled checks you want to keep for about a year, but keep any checks and credit card statements that are needed to support your tax filings, again, for 7 years. And then, of course, your birth and death certificates, marriage license, military papers, Social Security card, permanent life insurance policies, keep these forever. Now, if you have any policies or investment, like policies, annuity certificates, that kind of thing, once you finish those things, like if you have a term life policy and then it expires, throw those papers away. Or if you cancel your policy and take out a new one, be sure to destroy the old policy. So those are just some good overall guidelines of how long to keep your financial records and legal documents.
And that's our Dollars and Cents segment for this week. You can find this week's Dollars and Cents segment and others by visiting BroganFinancial.com.